What's up, guys? DutchBeek's here from 5 Reasons Sports Network going live. Post-game Marlins reaction. For the first time since 2017, the Marlins have won on opening day. And, going into the season, we didn't really go in from when the coronavirus stuff started breaking out. We didn't even know if we were going to get baseball this year. And then, we get the 60-game season. And then right before opening day yesterday, we find out that 16 teams are going to make the playoffs, 8 in each division, 8 in each league. And it gave the Marlins a new sign of life. And in a 60-game season, really anybody can win. I had this discussion on Going Dutch with Tim Healy about how a 60-game season is basically the part of a 102-game season where you don't really even care about. Like, there's always teams in a 60-game season that are in first place 60 games in and then finish in third place, fourth place, or last place. So the Marlins have a legit shot, and they played well today. I mean, in their preseason and their summer camp scrimmages versus the Braves, the offense looked alive. And outside of that disgusting Adam Conley appearance, they looked really good. They looked like a very competent team, something that we haven't seen really since like 2016. And going into tonight, the offense looked really good again. Aguilar had a big home run. Miguel Rojas, 2 hits. Everybody in the lineup was contributing to a certain extent. And like I said, this is something we haven't had since 2016. I'm not trying to hype up the Marlins now. I know it's game 1 of 60, but 31 more. You need 31 more wins, and you should get into the playoffs. And the wackiness of baseball, you can't say it's impossible for the Marlins not to get 31 wins. And Alcantara, man, he looked fantastic tonight. He was averaging up in the upper 90s, 98 mile per hour on his fastball. All his pitches were working. He was getting guys into double plays and striking out guys, something that was his problem, at least as a prospect. What we didn't know was how well is he going to strike out guys, and he was striking out guys a lot tonight. So this was a very promising first win from Marlins that I haven't seen since. I haven't felt this confident about a Marlins game since 2016, So I'm really happy with the way the Marlins played, and they got Caleb Smith on the mound tomorrow. And I was also saying this to Tim, is you got to break down this season like it's 3 20-game seasons. And you need to go 12-8, 12-8, and 10-10 to guarantee you, especially now that there's 8 teams going in from each league. You have to go 12-8, 12-8, and 10-10. 4 games over 500 twice and go 500 once, and you should get into the playoffs. So it's not impossible, and especially for a team like the Marlins, who are young and they have a lot of prospects that are going to come up, and the league really hasn't figured any of those guys out. So I'm really excited for the Marlins this year, and I think tonight was a big step in showing of what they're capable of doing on any given night. Really, yeah. I mean, if you guys want to start commenting some stuff of what you guys thought about in the game, if you guys were watching it. But I was really impressed, and I do want to say though, Alfaro, hopefully he comes back, because he's going to be a big part of that offense. The power numbers are going to be something that going into the season, I wasn't really sure on how the Marlins were going to do power-wise. And they added Dickerson, they added Aguilar, some guys that could get you 20, 25 plus. But Alfaro was a guy that I thought is going to step up and, when in a full season, I thought he was going to be a 30 home run guy. It's probably the equivalent to a 15 home run guy now. But hopefully he comes out of the IL. It seems to be something coronavirus related. which obviously isn't the best thing. But yeah, just this was a quick, really recap. The Marlins won 5-2. They looked really good. They have Caleb Smith on the mound. The only really bad part of the game today was Yimi Garcia was shaky for 2 batters, and then he went into a 3-0 count through, and then just pumped 3 straight fastballs and got out of the inning. It's like, not to overreact on one game. It's just tonight felt different than Marlins games of the past 2 years. Like, this felt like a new era of Marlins baseball, especially with the pumped in stakes. Every game is a playoff game, and they came out tonight ready to win and ready to play well. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about tonight's game. Tomorrow, Caleb Smith on the mound, 4 o'clock. Zach Wheeler on the mound for the Phillies. It's going to be another one. No, I don't think the bullpen worries me that much because, I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I'm still not 100% clear on how this roster stuff works in the 60-game season, but I think you can manipulate your roster well enough that you can have guys coming up and down. I think you have a lot of arms in that bullpen. Nieder, Garcia is going to be good. Boxberger, like all those guys, I think they're capable pitchers. As long as, look, you have extra men on your roster this year, lock Conley away, put him in the bullpen bathroom until it's like 12-0 and you're getting blown out or you're blowing someone out. And if Conley's not pitching, no, the bullpen doesn't worry me. I think the bullpen's going to be pretty good. I think that's actually going to be one of their biggest strengths. It's going to be something that they're going to need. And the thing with the Marlins is they have a lot of depth. They have a lot of depth in their arms. You know, even in the minors, they still have Sixto. They have Cabrera waiting to come up. And if anything, you use those guys in those. If the Marlins are in it and you get into the very high leverage situations, which you're going to find yourself in high leverage situations, you're going to see them go a little weird with their starters and relievers. Like, 40 games into the season, we might see Sixto or Urania. Probably Urania is a good guy. That's a good example of this. Urania will probably go to the bullpen and start pitching in high leverage situations for the Marlins. So no, the bullpen doesn't really worry me that much. Obviously, it's game 1. Not trying to get overexcited on this, but yeah. As far as going Dutch, I'll have former Marlins legend Rick Vandenherk Sunday. I'm going to be talking to him. You can follow that on YouTube. It's already posted. So if you're subscribed to the 5 Reasons Sports Network on YouTube, you can see it over there that it's ready. It was not quite heat culture. I mean, you can't – the culture – Derek Jeter's trying to get that heat culture in there, Leif. But, not to joke because – I'm not a big culture guy. I mean, culture obviously exists. It's obviously important. But you do notice a culture shift with the Marlins. And I will say if things start turning around for the Marlins and it's got to do something a little bit with the culture, I will take the loss on that one, Leif. I will give you that culture does have a little bit more importance than I originally thought for professional sports team. Never saying that it wasn't important, but it is important. But yeah, I'll have Rick Vandenherk, former Marlin, on with me Sunday. If you subscribe to the 5 Reasons Sports Network, you can watch it on there. Will be an interview on that about his time with the Marlins, and I'll also have Preston Wilson with me soon. So follow along on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. I'll be doing this after most Marlins games, so come and talk with me on Periscope and YouTube. Thank you, guys.